1994, there were 4,291 highway rail grade crossing accidents in the United States. Although the Federal Railroad Administration points out that this figure is declining, these accidents killed 610 people and injured 1,923. The figures may decline, but the problem won't go away. As long as people and vehicles cross railroad tracks, there will be grade crossing accidents. Almost all of these accidents are investigated, and many end up in court. Attorneys for all parties look to outside specialists for technical assistance when dealing with complex issues and regulations involved in railroad accidents. ATA Associates of Houston, Texas is an experienced specialist in the field of railroad accident investigation. ATA not only has skilled railroad reconstructionists, but state-of-the-art computer graphics and animation capabilities to illustrate and present their findings. ATA has extensive experience in a number of areas of railroad accident reconstruction. In this incident, the pickup driver's view of the oncoming train was blocked by the bulldozer. We view this incident from overhead showing the driver's line of sight and from inside the cab of the pickup showing the driver's actual viewpoint. This incident involves a railroad engine traveling backwards and colliding with an ambulance. The brakeman's line of sight towards the ambulance shows a clear view, yet the engineer was not warned in time to avoid the collision. Brush along the railroad tracks was also an issue regarding the ability of the ambulance driver to see the train. Here, a photo of the track area from the ambulance position is enhanced to show the results had the brush been properly cleared. This location video was taken at the scene of an incident involving a car and train at a rural crossing. The video shows the engineer's line of sight from the cab to the crossing. The incident illustrated here depicts the collision of an ambulance with a train that was stopped on the roadway. The graphics point out the clear line of sight by the train crew down the road before the train crossed the highway. This graphic disputes the testimony of a witness claiming to see a railroad car that was in fact hidden by other railway cars. Professional ATA photographers and videographers are available to create comprehensive visual records of site and vehicle conditions. Trained ATA crews can also create accurate site surveys using the latest in high-tech electronic measuring devices. These AutoCAD drawings and computer graphics were created at the accident site using high-tech electronic data gathering devices. The information was transferred to the computer and printed as accurate scale drawings. This train-ambulance collision shows the time and distance relationship between the two vehicles as they approached the crossing. This analysis emphasized the time available to the train crew to avoid the collision. This overhead animation concerns a train pickup collision at a rural crossing. It shows the time and distance relationship between the two vehicles before the incident. This series of graphics explains the use of multi-unit MU cables to connect and control multiple engine units. The function of each wire is explained. Also, the onboard electrical system is defined and compared to an automobile electrical system. This video footage documents the conditions and damage to each seat of a railroad passenger train that plunged off a bridge into a bayou. These photos show the condition and visibility of a series of switches involved in an ambulance-train collision. This graphic presentation shows slack action of the couplers on a train. Slack action is defined, demonstrated between two couplers, and its effects on a long train. This footage concerns sound tests conducted at an accident site as an engine approaches the crossing. The video seen here documents sound levels and the speed of an approaching train to a crossing. The accident scene animation shows a car struck by a train coming from the other direction after signals have failed to warn the driver. This in-cab animation shows the brakeman's view of the approaching ambulance and the subsequent collision. This illustration shows the injuries resulting from a slack action incident at a railroad siding. What-if examples are created to show the probable outcome of an incident if key facts or actions had been changed. These two animations show the probable result if the required flagman had been placed in the proper position. In this scenario, the outcome could have been altered with slight power reductions by the train. This overhead scene shows the probable outcome scenario had the train crew maintained a proper lookout for approaching traffic. In 1990, ATA, in cooperation with TARS, the Texas Association of Accident Reconstruction Specialists, documented a series of staged train car and train bus collisions designed to acquaint the public with the danger of railroad crossings through Operation Lookout. ATA created a complete safety video regarding dangerous railroad crossings aimed directly at school bus drivers. The video program is currently being distributed nationwide by TARS. ATA Associates has consultants experienced in the field of railroad accident investigation and recreation. Our teams of trained specialists can investigate, analyze, and illustrate facts concerning railroad incidents. We can create computer graphic images to accurately explain our experts' findings, using the most advanced techniques available. For experience, reliability, and cutting-edge technology, look to ATA Associates for your railroad litigation needs.